All right, Mopar people, welcome back to the channel. I'm just Mopar Joe. Most of y'all are familiar with my 68 Barracuda. I am swapping this 400 big block into and replacing the 408 small block. So today we're gonna weigh both of those with a hanging scale. So let me know in the comments what you think about the results, and we'll get to it. So I wanted to weigh the headers also because they have a little bit of weight difference as well, but we're more focused on the engines. This one is fully dressed. It has the water pump drive engine, which is a little Moroso kit. You can see it there. Front pulley, alternator. I think I'm selling all that stuff with it and the engine mounts. So just to let y'all know, these are Indy RHS heads, Indy X, so they are cast iron. Aluminum Edelbrock intake, and it's got the just a TCI flex plate on it. So distributors in, it's complete, full of oil, all that. Big block, I've got to disconnect this bell housing before I weigh it and pop that giant flywheel off there. But these are Edelbrock E Street aluminum heads, which weigh about half as much as a normal big block head. Aluminum intake, distributors in. Y'all see y'all love my giant distributor. Summit electric water pump, which is actually says CVR on it. And it's pretty well complete. So it's also full of oil from the dyno test. If you haven't seen the dyno videos, go check them out. So I'll weigh the headers first. I also think my scale will only do kilograms. So for my Canadian friends out there, y'all will immediately know, and for the rest of us, I'll have to do a conversion on it. So that's one header hanging there, one of the small block headers. I'm gonna hang them both and we'll see what they weigh first. So here are both of my small block headers. They are levitating currently. And I just stuck one bolt in to hold them both together. It's weighing at 12.2 kilograms, which if I do the math, that is 26.9 pounds. So let me pop them off there and throw the big blocks on. And it's levitating, not touching anywhere. And we are 16.4 kilograms. Both of them hooked together. Everything is good. And that comes out to in pounds. And that comes out to about 36 pounds. I'll put that up here for you. So already we're about 10 pounds heavier with just headers, but these are 1 7/8 tubes, where those are 1 5/8. So I'm better off with a bigger tube because it will flow more. And we already know that these tubes make 541 foot-pounds of torque on a dyno. I'm going to attempt to use them in this car, and if they don't work, then I'll have to go with fender wells. So let's weigh our small block next. My scale in between my hitch here, that's just an extension I added and bolted here. That way it'd be a little more stable. So it was zeroed out. And here we go. It says it's 2,000 pound capacity. And I don't have to go up super high with it. I think we're there. Okay, she's floating. Then I had a header tube trying to rub the oil pan. That needs to be clearanced. And we are at 240.0 kilograms. So after the math on that, that is 529 pounds. Aluminum intake. I think that's 8-quart pan. There's the Indy X on that. So 529 on our small block. Guys, she's levitating right now. What's it gonna be? Full of oil. I know that flywheel's heavier than it needs to be, but she's just hanging out here. And the verdict is 233.4, and that comes out to be 514 pounds, 514.5. I'll put the reading up here for you. conversion. So we are actually lighter with this engine than that dude right there. So if we figure it out with the headers, so she's still hanging out over there. Here's the math. 406 is 514.5 versus 529.1. 36 pound headers versus 26.9 pound headers. I'm still down 6 pounds with the big block. And the only thing I didn't add, and that does not weigh 6 pounds, was a flex plate and some bolts. So I'm gonna be really close to being apples to apples with these two things. And that's exciting because most of the world, myself included at one point, would have swore and bet money that right there would have been more weight than the small block. So hopefully that excites some of y'all out there, because we're losing weight off the front end. We're adding power and torque. The car should go faster. So I appreciate y'all watching. I'm gonna do a quick test showing you that my scale is accurate. Okay, so some of y'all may have seen Mr. Tim at 318 will run short. I'll show you part of that right now.
In life, a person must know the weight you got to bear. I have here a 440 head fully assembled with the rotating rotors on the exhaust and a fully assembled small block head from a 360. Now I'm going to show you the weight difference for those that always assumed you might be surprised. Here, the fully assembled 360 head weighs 53.4. The fully assembled big block head weighs 50 even. So the big block 440 head is almost 3.5 pounds lighter than the small block head. I wouldn't have figured that.
But basically he weighs a big block assembled head on his scale, and it's 50 pounds. So this is in kilograms. Can I say kilogram? In kilograms. That's how we say it in the South. And we're gonna see, I've got a untouched 915 here, piece of mechanics wire. See what it weighs. I believe it's supposed to be 22.67 kilograms, and my scale is on 0. So first I will zero it out. Come on. There we go. And we're gonna hang this on here without killing myself maybe. .4. We're within 0.2 kilograms of accuracy. So that's a big block head. Thanks for the help, Tim. I hope y'all go check out his channel if you haven't. And I'll catch y'all next time.